What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius news update. And we got a little bit of Valentine's Day. We got a little bit of love going on around. And I apologize if I sound still a bit congested, snuffly. I am still fighting the PAX flu that hit me out of like a truck out of nowhere. But we're going to go over this right now. So we have maintenance coming up. It's going to be tonight when I post this video. 2 hours before, what does it say? 22 hours. So it's going to be 2 hours before, midnight. Things like that, excuse me, and then it's going to run into Thursday until about, it says 4 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or it would be 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and so if it's 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that would be what, was it 3, 2, 1 p.m., maybe in German time. That's the best I could do for you guys out there watching overseas. I don't really know a lot of times around the world, but I'm trying to learn them a little bit. So then we're going to go up, and we have the Cactuar Dunes this weekend, which is awesome. So if you guys need to level up some units, maybe some Valentine's Day units you got, or you still don't have your Secret of Mana or your Lunar New Year units up, you can grind these Cactuar Dunes. I would even suggest doing it anyway, just to have some stockpile, just in case you do pull a unit you might want to level up. So that's pretty awesome. It'll go over on this weekend. And then we have the Trials of Love, and that's the new event coming out. It's going to be running for 2 weeks, it looks like. No, 1 week. It's only 1 week. So event period is this Friday until next Thursday, which is pretty easy to do here. And it says, get your rewards by opening the treasure chest in the dungeon. Look at all these hearts, these heart chocolates everywhere. And these heart chocolates, I swear, were an item in the game, and through data mining. So I don't know what's going on with that. Cupid Sandals is one of the items you can get. Attack 15, Spirit 12. Only males can put them on. You get it from being beginner. This may be this seems like a pretty good accessory for people starting out. Even on some other units, attack 15 may be better than even a hero ring. You would have to test that yourself. Now, Cupid's Robe looks very good, right, guys? Defense 12, Magic 30, Spirit 30. That's a hell of a robe. Could be equipped by anybody. So this is definitely going on a mage, something like that, a support. Very, very strong robe. I mean, I was actually surprised they're just giving us that. I thought we'd have to do some kind of crazy stuff where we made some candies, turned them in, did a backflip, trained a dog, and then we get the robe. But they're just going to give it to us just for beating intermediate, so that's pretty strong. And then you have your advanced, lovely rod. Only females can use it. But it's a pretty strong rod for magic users. Mag 55, Spirit 12, Attack 5. So this is giving maybe your second mage or maybe your dual hand, throwing another rod in your dual hand. It's not the best in slot. I think the trial boss from Surging Menace gives you the best in slot, but this is still a very good rod for us, them just to be giving it to us, and it looks cool. I think it would look cooler if it actually changed the unit in the game, though, when you equip the rod, but that's something else. And then, I think this has first-time clear rewards besides what we just saw. Oh, these come from treasure chests. Okay, so these top three items come from treasure chests, and these are the rewards. You get 100 lapis, a rare summon ticket, 100 lapis, and then on elite, if you beat it on elite, it's a 5% trust moogle. They are moving away from like the 10% trust moogles, so I don't know why, or maybe they're just taking a break here and giving us 5% trust moogles. But yeah, then it says the ultimate test of love, and the only reason I'm a little upset with this is it looks like a lot of repeater bosses. Bosses we've already fought, same kind of mobs. They didn't make any new mob sprites, but that's okay. Maybe they'll be all pink and lovely and things like that. Menacing bosses will challenge you one at a time. So it looks to me like this is going to be, you just go in and you complete the dungeons one time and you get out. You don't have to farm it or anything, and it'll be hard. Bosses use multiple elemental attacks and status elements. Be sure to bring units best capable of withstanding them. You can exit from the dungeon and keep your loot, only in beginner, intermediate, and advanced. Choose the path that you are most comfortable with. Be prepared to bring items like a tent and a lot of potions. So it seems like it's going to be a drawn-out fight. You're going to fight a lot of bosses, make it through. This could be similar to the March of Beasts we just fought or whatever. The trial kind of looks like that too, because you're going to be fighting a bunch of bosses. I see the two-headed giant or two-headed dragon in there too. And then, of course, we have these brand new units we're going to have to go look at up here. The Valentine's Day Summon Special. We have, I'm going to say Marie. I hope it's Marie. I've been trying to make sure that's how you pronounce it. So we have Marie, which is an FFBE, exclusive character they came up with. This normally was on the Final Fantasy II banner for the Japanese players, but they're throwing it on this banner, and I think it really fits with the theme here. She does look like she would belong on a Valentine's Day banner. And then they gave the two people that can wield bows in Luna and Artemios. They just made them Cupid versions. Gave them a little bit on the head here, gave them some awesome wings. A little bit of flair around them. I personally am not a fan of these. Maybe Luna looks pretty cool, but Artemios just looks like, I know we're dealing with 8-bit graphics here, and that's pretty awesome. I do like 8-bit graphics, but there could have been more color on these, I think, a little bit more brighter. I mean, Luna's almost there. The pink should have been a little brighter for me, but Luna is probably pretty good. Artemios is just like a bunch of clunked up bits and, 8 bits and things like that, just smashed together with some gray. I personally don't like the way he looks, but I haven't seen him in action yet, so he could look better. Moving on down, let's actually talk about these units. Marie is a 5-star base? Yeah, 5-star base going up to 6-star. And Marie is actually a really strong support. Even in JP, I think she's barely ranked underneath like Tillith, Ayaka, Riku, and things like that. She is a green mage, and what that means is she's like, you remember Sirius, and what we wanted Sirius to be with all the August spells and to buff up your elemental resistances. She's like that, but she gets dual cast. Straight up dual cast, not green magic dual cast. She just gets dual cast. She has the ability to actually take down your opponent's elemental resist too. This is a base support. We'll get more into that in the banner review. But so it says Rainbow Robe, defense 45, magic 45, spirit 45. And if that wasn't enough, all elemental resist up except for dark by 30%. This TM is a high priority here. Very good robe. Amazing robe, to be honest. I am definitely going to farm that if I end up getting her. Oh, also, before we move on from Marie, she also gets Reflect in her kit. Her Limit Break also does Reflect. So she has an ability to actually reflect like Carbuncle, and I think this is one of the first times we've had that in a unit. And I don't know if any other units get it because I'm not that, you know, because Marie, for me, I never looked up anything about Marie. Like, I'm trying not to spoil myself with JP stuff anymore because it's been changing with Global, and I actually want to be surprised when I see it. So Marie to me just is fantastic. I definitely want her in my toolkit for bosses that'll have a lot of elemental damage, or I need to bust down the elemental resist. She's definitely really strong there. Then we'll move on to Cupid Artemios, and again, we have no idea. It says Cupid Archer is the job. He's coming in at a 4-star base going up to 6-star. Limited time only. So these last two are going to be limited time onlys. We've had 3 limited time only banner in a row. So the collectors out there, their wallets are super thin. They're like trying to pull money out. Hey, honey, sell the house. It's like, no, don't sell the house for Cupid. But anyway, let's look at the Trust Mastery here. Defense 20%, HP 20%, light and dark resist plus 25%. This will take the place of all of your tank's accessories. This will be the best in slot. So you definitely want to get at least 2 of them so you can throw them on your tank, your main tank, whether that be Cecil, White Knight Noel, Warrior of Light when he gets his 6-star. You know, this is what you're going to want on him. And let's read a little bit about Cupid Artemios. A strong attacker unit focused on dealing light damage that can also weaken his enemy's dark resist. Okay. He has many killer abilities and greatly power up his allies. So it looks like he's going to have some way to power up his allies. So maybe like a boost, like a cheer type ability. He has a lot of killer abilities. So, the killer bow might come into effects here where it's going to stack up his killer abilities. But he's going to deal a lot of light damage and also weaken his enemy's dark resist, which doesn't really go hand in hand, but hey, whatever. And then we have Cupid Luna, which is going to be the 3-star base going up to 5-star. This Trust Mastery here, and also I think she looks fantastic after looking at her again. The Trust Mastery here, Solunar Ring, MP plus 30, auto refresh, light and dark resist 15%. One of these is going to have to be on your healer. It's amazing, right? So auto refresh is MP, so it's going to be able to start putting your MP up on your healer. And you might want to say, hey, I might want to throw this on a mage too, possibly to make sure the MP stays up, but honestly, this, you're going to want more damage on your mages, in my opinion. So this is going to be a support ring. You're going to want at least 1 on there. Double auto refresh won't stack on each other from that ring. But if the character already has refresh without global, if global didn't tweak anything and make it not be able to stack, you can have like if the character has auto refresh on them, this will stack with that refresh. So pretty strong there. Definitely, like, all 3 of these TMs are farmable. All 3 of them are top tier, in my opinion. All of them, you want every single one of them. A strong attack unit focused on dealing dark damage. Oh, with Artemios. That can also weaken enemies' light resist. So first off, Cupid Luna is going to be able to go with Orlando. Anybody that deals light damage is going to be able to take down their light resist if you want. She can break her enemy's offense and defense, so she's a breaker. So we have Cupid Luna, who deals dark damage, takes down light damage. We have Cupid Artemios that's going to take down the dark resist, but it's going to deal light damage. Cupid Artemios is going to buff your team, it looks like, and Cupid Luna is going to break down the opponent. So there's that. Overall, looking at this characters, these events, this banner is going to be insane. You're definitely going to pull on it. Like, before I even do my review, because I don't even know the abilities of these two, but even if we don't know the abilities of these and we don't care, there are 3- and 4-star bases that have best in slot TMs for global. So you're gonna want to pick them up, like, period. You're going to summon for them. That's going to be good for you. And I know a lot of you guys out there say I don't farm TMs, but even as free to play, you can farm TMs. Like, you can. It just takes a little bit longer. You guys are building up your account. You're getting enough rank experience. So, when you're done with the event, what do you have to do? I would farm TMs. Like, it's going to take a while, but you're going to be able to get them. And then we have one of the best toolbox supports in the game on the banner, a staple. Definitely pick her up. So this banner is looking sweet. This event is looking sweet. I'm very excited for it. Even if we go back and look at the event, like I said, you do get some really cool items in here. I mean, like, that Cupid's Robe is amazing, on top of the fact that you can get some summoning tickets and some Trust Moogles, and this event will be like a one and done kind of clear event, it looks like. I do see they threw some ability up looking materia there, but I don't see any of that on here, so I wonder if that's going to be like a surprise in there or something, or what I thought was going to happen, but was that they were going to have you collect those little candies and turn them into King Mog, and because of time constraints, they're just like, yeah, we'll throw out the King Mog event, we're just going to have this be an an exploration run. But overall, I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys are too. I know you guys are like thinking, oh man, they're backing up Orlando another week, we're not going to see him for a while, and I know that kind of sucks, but this is actually a good event, so I guess at least that kind of makes up for it a little bit. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below how you feel in the Valentine's Day event, and if you're going to be summoning on the banner, and then subscribe for future content. We'll catch you guys later.